Good morning, and I am in the pro building of one of the properties that I take care of. It's a professional office level above the shopping center, and it's been closed for pretty close to 30 years now. Anyway, I have a new little toy right there. You can see the IR lights are on. Has an infrared, so it should pick up low light and no light areas that will give us some detail. Because other than this area and that one back there, there's no light. And I have my handy dandy flashlight right here. So this picture is going to be a little bit grainy here, but we'll see if we can't get the video from the body cam, which is a Miufly 2K. I'll put a link below for Amazon.com if you're interested. And pretty neat little area. It's abandoned. Nothing really goes on here other than storage for some of the tenants below, and we did have a little problem with transients and drug addicts getting up here, but we solved that for the most part. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to shut up and we'll check out the pro building. Oh, and before I let you go, before we get to that next part, put on some headphones. You might hear something in the background. All right. So this is the interior of the pro building. And I have my flashlight here, because while you probably can see exactly where I'm going, I can't. There are a bunch of trash here that kind of unsure who put that there. That wasn't there last time. Very interesting. And so this goes around to that far wall there. All these offices were of professional use by someone at some point. Looks like somebody's been camping over here, huh? And so over there is the hallway that I first came down. And first, second mortgage, there's a mortgage group, and this here happens to be the facade of the building that you would see from the front. Used to look out over the parking lot, but obviously, as you can tell, it does not anymore. Allstate Insurance Service. And the doorway here signifies that there was at least some kind of a walkway on the front of the building. But obviously that's not anymore. See, that copyright 1990 on this poster, so that tells you about how long this has been closed off. Probably at least that long, maybe not as long, but a pretty good guess on that one, I think. So let's actually go this way here. And this is some HVAC ductwork for the existing tenants below. This is the second floor, and like I said, it's closed off now. Pretty much just services for the buildings below, and also meters for the water and electric. Okay, so this is what would be the main hallway from the back. Somebody was burning stuff. Had a problem for a little bit with addicts in here. Not quite so much anymore. A good friend of mine had this office. He is currently leasing a space in one of the main buildings I take care of. Mouse trap that hasn't been sprung. Well, my friend, if you're watching this, this is your office. Was being the operative word, but you know, it is what it is. I guess that's the price of what they call progress. Well, let's move on. Ooh. Let's see if there's anything hiding behind the door. This is telecommunications for the suites below. Alright. More of the same. This was a main entryway here from the front. You can see the Allstate, that's not in existence anymore in the Evergreen building, but it was up here in Suite 205, and Big League Sports Cards is now below us. Again, we have remnants of drug addicts hanging out in here. All right, and let's move on. very interesting setup over here. Some of these spaces I haven't been in. Some of them I have. So I did give myself the nickel tour at one point. Looks like a feminine touch there. And to some of the tenants below, they do use this space as a storage, so it's not unreasonable to expect that that these rooms are going to be used for just dumping random stuff that they don't use anymore or that they need to store. So this must have been a nail salon, tanning salon, etc., etc. Dressing room, tanning rooms. There's a part of the facade out there again. This tile is, the flooring in general is really just kind of That's where they would have given you a hair wash and scalp massage. Assuming an employee break area with a sink like that. Okay, and moving along here. Find our way back out. Yeah. Let's see here. Gotta go this way. Okay, we've already been in there. All right. Somebody had a little bit of a fire there with some chafing dishes, and who knows what they were cooking in here, especially if it was the drug addicts. Hard to say. It's pretty obvious. Alright, and so find up here, a lot of this stuff is the pet store down below. They hoard a bunch of stuff and put it all up here. Make a pretty good mess of things, but this is the doorway down on the other side, right behind the pet store. And that's out to the roof on the other side. And then come down here. And I think this was the emergency exit that we saw in that other area there. Yeah, that was what that was. And that's it. That's the Pro building. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have an awesome weekend. And don't forget, I love you, God loves you, your life matters.